It's one of the big stories. Today, the Road Traffic Management Corporation says no extensions will be given to motorists with expired driver licenses. The deadline to renew is today. Motorists with licenses that expired between March 2020 and August last year were given a grace period to renew. This was because operations at licensing centres were stopped during the coronavirus pandemic. But motorists who have missed today's deadline are advised to obtain temporary licenses. Let's get more on the story and chat to SABC News reporter Nozintombi Miya. She is in Midrand. Nozintombi, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Are people heeding the call to rush to licensing centres, those that will remain open a little bit later in order to be able to get new licenses?
Yeah. You're right, Bongi. We're here at the Midrand licensing department, and it really has been quite a hive of activity. We've looked inside the centre itself, and it is chock-a-block. There's queues on queues on queues. And we're going to try and speak to some of the people who have been waiting in queues. I mean, the one gentleman I spoke to said he'd been waiting for more than 3 hours, and he'd had a booking. So he was quite upset about that. And that's, the sense that you get, that people feel frustrated that, this is the only time that they can get. People have taken time off work, and, a lot of people have spent the better part of their day trying to get their license renewed. I'm going to ask my camera colleague Mashudu to just show you that on my left you can see that this is sort of where the queue starts for people who are walk-ins. And Mongi, there's two queues. There's a queue for walk-ins, and there's also a queue for people who have made appointments. And I'm going to speak to this lady over here in the green jacket. Hi, thank you so much. You're in the queue for people who don't have who haven't made any appointments. Did you try and make an appointment? Was it like an easy process for you?
No, not at all.
How so? Just explain to me.
Whenever you went onto the system, the different stations were fully booked, so you could not get a secured booking.
So this is the only way that you could get some sort of assistance, by literally walking in?
Absolutely.
How long has the wait been?
I've been here since 2 o'clock and only moved up 12 spaces now.
And this is literally just this is the start of the queue. You still have a whole... Are you here to do your full driver's license and a temporary, or just for the driver's license?
Well, my license expired, so I need to do the temporary as well.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much. We're going to leave it here. I see this gentleman here in the green mask. Hi, sir. How are you?
I'm good.
Are you also going to do just the driver's license, or are you also going to do the temporary as well?
Like the other lady explained, so mine is also expired, so I'm going to do both the temporary license and the renewal of the license.
And what forms did they tell you need to fill to get for both? Did you do like an eye test, that kind of things?
Yeah, they did told us they need to do an eye test inside, and this is the application form they give us to fill in.
All right, okay. We're going to leave it there. Bongi, we're going to walk in a little bit further just to give you an idea of what it looks like. And where we were was just the first waiting point for the queues. You'll see as we walk a bit further that there's actually another queue on my right as we're walking. I'm going to ask Mashudu to show you. There's actually a queue that side on my right, and this is the queue for the people who are walk-ins. They're still waiting to get a seat where we were, which is the waiting section for them to do their walk-in application. And you can see there's about 20 people, and that's just the walk-in. We're going to walk up the stairs so that we can try and speak to some of the other people that were inside. And on this section, Bongi, these were the people that had made bookings. And we do know that of the people that had made bookings, they'd been here for quite a while. Some said that they'd been here for about 2 hours. And whether you came in with a walk-in or whether it was a booking, it was still a long waiting game. And we do know, Bongi, that the Department of Transport, as well as the Road Traffic Management Corporation, told us that the backlog nationally is 1.3 million drivers that still need to get their driver's licenses renewed. And this is quite a large number, as we know that today is the deadline for them to be able to get their driver's licenses renewed. I'm going to try and see if we can speak to some of the people here just to get a sense from them how long they've been waiting. Hi, sir. How are you? We made eye contact. That's why I came to you. Did you make a booking?
Yes, I did.
And what time was your appointment for?
5:30.
5:30.
Yeah.
How easy was it for you to get a booking? Just talk me through that process.
It was quite easy. I was quite surprised how easy it was. You're very user-friendly. And here I am.
When did you make the booking?
About a month and a half ago, yeah.
So you had to wait about a month and a half to get it?
Just to get a spot, yes.
So you said your appointment was for about 5:30, right?
Yeah.
And it's been about an hour you've been waiting?
Yeah. Well, they actually told us to be an hour prior to the 2-hour meeting, so for lines in case like that. So yeah, I'm here and I'm happy.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right. And are you going to be doing just the driver's license? Are you also going to do the temporary as well?
Both of them, yeah.
All right. Okay. Thank you. We're going to leave it there, Bongi. But, you sort of get the sense here that with the two queues, whether it is people that have made a booking and those people that are walk-ins, it is a long waiting line. And in Gauteng alone, we know that 448,000 drivers still have not renewed their licenses. And, with the closing date being today, and in headquarters or head offices such as these, saying that they will close when the last customer has been served. That could be anywhere between 10 p.m. and midnight. But, that doesn't really bode well for other drivers whose licenses have expired after the deadline.
Certainly, Nozintombi, a different picture, I tell you, as a motorist are trying to really beat that deadline. I was there myself at that station. It took me under 5 minutes. So it tells you tonight just how chock-a-block things are. But thank you so much for putting us in the picture there. That's SABC News reporter Nozintombi Miya.